Hey everybody, my name's Kayla Cocker. I'm going to be talking about a method that I use for studying, which is the teaching study method. There might be a more professional name for it. I don't know. That's just what I call it. Um, so by using this method, I love to talk to somebody that doesn't really know like what's going on in my class. So like my best friend or somebody like that. And I'm like, hey, did you know this about the heart? Or did you know that your heart is more to your left? Something like that to spark their interest and to teach them like what I'm learning, which helps me to learn because then I get excited and I want to learn more material to tell them about it. To keep them interested as well. So it just gets me excited and gets me wanting to learn more of the material to keep me going and keep me wanting to teach them about it as well. So the way I do it is I first find an audience, so whether it be my friends, my family, your study group, anything like anybody like that. It could be a big group, it could be a small group, it could be one person, it could be your dog. It doesn't matter. Just find somebody to talk to about it. Um, so then you want to review your notes, get your material together. You want to find interesting facts, something that's going to grab their attention. And if you are with your friends or your best friend or just anybody that you can chill, relax with, make up a silly song or just have fun with it. You gotta have fun to learn and to teach as well. You wanna be relaxed about it. I think you learn more that way. So for finding an audience, you're gonna want to find somebody. It could be somebody that doesn't know anything about what you're talking about. But that's the whole point of this study method, is to teach somebody something, that you've learned or that you are learning, to help you want to learn more. And if you are teaching somebody the material, then you know it. So when I find an audience, I mostly use my fiance because he's there. I hang out with him all the time. I'll tell him everything. So I'll just throw a fun fact out at him, whether it be about the heart or about the digestive system or anything like that, and then I'll just start rambling on. So your next of kin, like your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, gather them all up in the living room and you just have a powwow on teaching them about the heart, teaching them about how it's more on the left side than it is in the center of your chest, how the left lung is smaller than your right lung because of the heart, the tricuspid valve, the bicuspid valve. Teach them everything. You can use your stuffed animals and just act like they're people or like they're your classmates or something, that you're doing a presentation on, say, the heart, about everything about the heart, all the structures and how it works and the way the blood flows and the SA nodes and the AV nodes, and just give it to them. YouTubers, if you're a YouTuber, just make a video, upload it, ask for feedback, and people comment on that stuff all the time. And who knows, it could be somebody in your class. Your study group would be your best option. If you have a study group from that class, they know what's going on. They know, what material you're going over. They've taken notes. You've taken notes. You may have missed something, and they may have missed something, so you can collaborate your notes. And they're going to be the ones that are going to be able to give you the best feedback for this method, just because they know what you're learning as well, because they're trying to learn it too. And just teach it. Just teach the material that you know. So like I said, just throw an interesting fact out there, like, hey, did you know that your heart literally has heartstrings? And then you tell them about it holding the chordae tendineae, holding the bicuspid valve in place, or holding the tricuspid valve in place. They may not know what that is, And then you get to tell them about it, and then they're going to ask you questions about it, and then they're going to keep on asking you questions about it, especially if it sparked their interest. So even if you don't know the answer to their question, that gives you an opportunity to go back, review that topic, review that material, learn that material, go back and give them the answer. And once you know the answer, once you can go back and tell them the answer, you've learned it. You know it, so you would then know it for the test. If you can teach somebody material without using books, without using your notes, without using anything, you've got it. You know it in your mind. And so then you don't have any problems on exams or anything because you know the material now. So, and if you're hanging out with your friends or something and, there's all kinds of funny words in anatomy. I'll give an example. Me and my fiance were hanging out one night, and I was studying the arm for an exam, like the forearm and the humerus and nerves and vessels, everything. And I said musculocutaneous, and he starts chanting musculocutaneous, musculocutaneous. And I thought it was hilarious, but I never forgot that. I never forgot that musculocutaneous nerve. And so it helps to have fun with it, and it helps to, if you make up a silly song about it, or that's going to be in the back of your mind, even if you're sitting there taking your exam thinking in the back of your mind musculocutaneous, musculocutaneous, but you've learned that material just by having fun and trying to teach somebody else something, and like you say something that sparks their interest, like I said, and it just snowballs from there. So knowledge is of no value unless you put it into practice. I really like that quote that I have on this slide, just because you can have all the knowledge in the world, but if you don't teach somebody else something, it's not going to do anybody any good, because once you're gone, you take it with you. Nobody else knows what's in your mind but you. So whether it helps you study, or whether you just like teaching people something new, or whether you just want to learn something new to tell somebody else, just teach it. It helps.